In fundamental of mathematics, our first topic is I will let you know all the formulas, okay, all the identities that you have studied earlier also. Write down identities. First identity, okay, all the identities you have studied. Some of the identities I will tell you that which are new to you, okay. The first identity is a plus b whole square, that will be equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. This is the first identity. और आप सब जानते भी हैं इस identity को, a plus b का whole square that is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, okay. What is second identity? That is a minus b whole square, that is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. मैं सारी बातें आपको इसीलिए बता रहा हूँ ताकि ये सब बातें आपको बाद में कंफ्यूजन ना हो, एक एक फार्मूला आपको याद रहे, ओके. आई विल लेट यू नो ऑल द फार्मूलाज. Write down the third formula, that is what? A square minus b square, that is equal to what? A plus b into a minus b. Fourth formula is a plus b whole cube, that is equal to what? A cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b, or you can write it like this: a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. Because some of the students are having confusion in this formula a plus b whole cube, because you have to remember it again and again. Formula number 5, that is what? A minus b whole cube, that is equal to a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b, that will be equal to a cube minus b cube minus 3a square b, और ये माइनस और माइनस क्या हो जाएगा? प्लस, that is 3ab square. So these are the some formulas. I am writing next formulas also. Our sixth formula is a cube plus b cube, okay. Remember this formula because this formula is very important formula, and this formula will be using in class 11 and class 12 also, okay. Many times we will use this formula. That will be equal to what? A plus b into a square minus ab plus b square, and what is a cube minus b cube? That will be equal to a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. So these are the some formula which you have to remember. A plus b whole square, that is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. A minus b whole square, that is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. A square minus b square, that is equal to a plus b into a minus b. A plus b whole cube, that is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. We will multiply 3ab with a, so it will become 3a square b, and we will multiply 3ab with b, that will become 3ab square. Now a minus b whole cube, that is equal to a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. We will multiply minus 3ab with a, it will become minus 3a square b, and minus minus is what? Plus, it will become 3ab square. So a cube plus b cube, that will be equal to a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. Please don't get confused with the sign. The sign will be like this: plus minus plus a plus b, and here minus will come, and a cube minus b cube, it will become a minus b, and all plus will come: a square plus ab plus b square. Our next formula is formula number 8. Next formula is a plus b plus c whole square, that will be equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus twice ab plus twice bc plus twice ac, or we can write it like this: a square plus b square plus c square plus twice of ab plus bc plus ca, okay. Next formula, a cube plus b cube plus c cube. This is very important formula. This is very important formula because in class 11th and class 12th we will face some questions which are based on this formula. So please remember this formula. This is very important formula. A cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc, that will be equal to a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. So this is the formula of a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. In this formula one condition arises. What is the condition? That is very important condition. Write down it. Note डाल के आप इस बात को लिखेंगे. If a plus b plus c is equals to 0. If a plus b plus c is equals to 0, then what will happen? If I put a plus b plus c is equals to 0, this bracket will become what? 0. Means a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc, that will be equal to what? 0. So a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc, it will become 0 because a plus b plus c is equal to 0. Please, this is very important formula, you have to remember it because this formula will come in class 11 and class 12 in multiple questions. Okay, what will it become? It will become a cube plus b cube plus c cube, that will be equal to 3abc. So this condition is very important, a cube plus b cube plus c cube, that is equal to 3abc. Next formula that you have to remember is a to the power 4 plus a square plus 1. Okay, what are the factors of this? And you can remember the formula of this, a to the power 4 plus a square plus 1, that will be equal to what? That will be equal to a square plus a plus 1 into a square minus a plus 1. So these are the factors of a to the power 4 plus a square plus 1, because in some question you will see this type of factorization. Okay, so the factorization will be equal to a square plus a plus 1 into a square minus a plus 1. I will let you know the proof of that formula. What is the proof of that formula? A to the power 4 plus a square plus 1. So a to the power 4 plus a square plus 1 minus a to the power 4 plus a square plus 1 minus a square. I am adding a square here and subtracting a square. Okay, so what will it become? It will become a to the power 4 plus 2a square plus 1 minus a square. A to the power 4 plus 2a square plus 1 minus a square. What will it become? It will become a square plus 1 to the whole square minus a square. It will become whole square of a square plus 1 whole square. Now a square minus b square is what? A plus b. A square plus 1 plus a into a square plus 1 minus a. So it will become this formula. Okay, so this is the formula, this is the factorization of this formula. So you should remember it. A to the power 4 plus a square plus 1, that will be equal to a square plus a plus 1 into a square minus a plus 1. Note it down, all the formulas, all the identities, you have to remember it. Note down. Now we will study law of indices. Okay, note it down, law of indices. What is law of indices? First, if I am taking two numbers, what? A to the power m into multiply by a to the power n. If a to the power m is multiplied with a to the power n, what will it become? It will become a to the power m plus n, because the bases are same. This a is called what? Base. So a to the power m into a to the power n, that will be equal to a to the power m plus n. Write down the second formula. Second formula is a to the power m upon a to the power n, that will be equal to a to the power m minus n. Okay, note it down. A to the power m into a to the power n, that is equal to a to the power m plus n. In a to the power m upon a to the power n, that will become a to the power m minus n. The powers will subtracted if they are divided, and if they are multiplied, the power will be added. Okay, write down the third formula. Third formula is a to the power minus m, that will be equal to 1 upon a to the power m. A to the power minus m, that will be equal to 1 upon a to the power m. Write down the fourth formula. A to the power m to the whole power n, that will be equal to a to the power whole mn. Okay, you should remember this formula because some students are having confusion in these formulas, so you should remember it. Write down the fifth formula. Fifth formula is a to the power n multiplied by 1 by n, power 1 by n, that will be equal to a to the power m divided by n. Your sixth formula is if it is written like this, a to the power like this p, so what you will write it? You will write it like this, a to the power 1 by p. I am taking one example. If it is written like this, 5 here, what? Cube root. So what is the value of this? 5 to the power 1 by 3. If it is like this, 6 here, 4 is written, what will it become? It will become 6 to the power 1 by 4. तो इसमें confusion नहीं होना चाहिए आपको. Next is what? Seventh formula. If it is written a to the power m, here p is written, what will happen? M to the a to the power m to the whole power 1 by p, that will become a to the power m by p. So these are the some laws. One rule is also there. Next is what? A to the power 0. Some number power is 0 is equal to what? 1. Okay, these are the law of indices that you have to remember. Okay, the important one is this. Okay, note it down. note down one question. I am giving you one question. Note down the question. Your question is, if A comma B comma C are real and distinct. The question is, if A comma B comma C are real and distinct, then find the value of A minus B whole cube plus B minus C whole cube plus C minus A whole cube divided by A minus B into B minus C into C minus A. So this is your question. If ABC are real and distinct, then find the value of A minus B whole cube plus B minus C whole cube plus C minus A whole cube divided by A minus B, B minus C and C minus A. Remember that formula that I have taught you in identities. What was that formula? That formula was, if A plus B plus C is equals to 0, then A cube plus B cube plus C cube, that is equal to what? That is equal to 3ABC. Okay, if A cube plus B cube plus C cube is equal to 3ABC, this means what? A plus B plus C is equals to 0. Let us take A minus B is equal to A, B minus C is equal to B, and C minus A is equal to C. You can take it like X, Y and Z. What is your X? I am taking X is equal to A minus B, Y is equal to what? B minus C, and Z is equal to what? C minus A. If I add all these three, X plus Y plus Z, so what will it become? X plus Y plus Z means what? A minus B plus B minus C plus C minus A. What will it become? It will become 0. X plus Y plus Z is coming out to be 0. Means what? Means A cube plus B cube plus C cube. That will be equal to what? 3ABC. That will be equal to 3ABC. Means it will become 3 times A minus B, B minus C and C minus A, divided by denominator is A minus B, B minus C and C minus A. Because this is X is what? A minus B, Y is what? B minus C, and Z is what? C minus A. If I add X plus Y plus Z, then X plus Y plus Z will be coming out what? 0. If X plus Y plus Z is coming out to be 0, then what will happen? Then A cube plus B cube plus C cube, that will be equal to 3ABC. Because I have compared that formula with ABC, XYZ. I have compared XYZ with ABC. So your answer will be A minus B, B minus C, C minus A will cancel out from numerator and denominator. Then the answer will be equal to what? 3. Okay, note it down. So this is the example based on the formula A cube plus B cube plus C cube, that is equal to 3ABC if A plus B plus C is equals to 0. Okay. Now I will let you know something about quadratic equations. Okay, what is quadratic equation? You all have studied polynomial. What is polynomial? In polynomials you have studied degree, linear polynomial, quadratic polynomials, cubic polynomials, biquadratic polynomials. I am talking about quadratic polynomials. Means in quadratic polynomial the degree of the polynomial is what? 2. So I am taking one example, one quadratic equation, that is what? Ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. I am teaching you this because it will be your basic part. Ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. The degree is 2, means it will be having 2 roots. What are the roots of this quadratic equation? The quadratic equation roots are alpha and beta. I am taking 2 roots of this equation. One root is alpha, another root is beta. So the first thing that we have to remember is what? S1. S1 is what? Sum of the roots, that is what? Alpha plus beta. That you have studied in class 10th. What is alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta will come out to be what? Minus b by a. Okay. What is S2? S2 is your product of the root. What is product of the root? Product of the roots is alpha into beta. That come out to be c by a. What is b here? B is coefficient of what? X. What is a here? A is coefficient of x square. And what is c? C is a constant term divided by coefficient of x square. So this is the sum of the root alpha plus beta, that is equal to minus b by a. And what is the product of the root? That is equal to c by a. If this quadratic or we can say quadratic polynomial converts into cubic polynomial, then what will happen? Okay, it will become ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equals to 0. So this is cubic polynomial, means this is having how many roots? Alpha, beta and gamma. This equation will having 3 roots, alpha, beta and gamma, because the degree of x is here what? 3. Okay, so here we will define 3 things, s1, s2, s3. I will let you know the short trick how to calculate s1, s2 and s3. I am defining s1 again. Before I had told you that s1 is equal to what? Sum of the roots, and s2 is equal to what? Product of the roots. Now I will redefine it. What is s1? What is s1? Sum of product of roots. Sum of product of root taken one at a time. What is s1? Sum of product of the root taken one at a time. आपको रूट्स का सम करना है, टेकन वन एट अ टाइम, उनका प्रोडक्ट वन एट अ टाइम लेके आपको उनका सम करना है. व्हाट इज s2? s2 इज सम ऑफ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ रूट्स, सम ऑफ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ रूट्स टेकन 2 at a time, means alpha into beta. Okay, sum of the product of the root taken 2 at a time. What will happen? It will come out to be alpha into beta. What is s3? s1 is what? Sum of the product of the root taken 1 at a time. What will it become? It will become alpha plus beta plus gamma. Sum of the product of the root taken 1 at a time. What is s2? s2 is sum of the product of the root taken 2 at a time. What will it become? It will become alpha into beta plus alpha into gamma, alpha into beta plus alpha into gamma plus beta into gamma. Sum of the product of the root taken 2 at a time. दो रूट्स को आपको सेलेक्ट करना है, उनका प्रोडक्ट करना है और उनका सम करना है. What is s3? Sum of the product of the root taken 3 at a time. What will it become? It will become alpha into beta into gamma. Okay, now we have to find the values of this. What is s1, what is s2 and what is s3? I will let you know the short trick. What is the short trick to calculate it? First of all arrange the equation. What is it is quadratic or cubic or biquadratic. First of all arrange it. The highest power, then in quadratic what is the highest power? 2, then 1, then constant term. In cubic the highest power is 3, then 2, then 1, then constant term. Arrange the equation in this form. Okay, highest to lowest. Then assign negative sign to the second term. Always assign minus sign to second term, then alternate positive negative. It will become what? Plus. Now you have to find s1, that is alpha plus beta. So how you will find it? Plus minus is what? Plus minus is minus. What is the coefficient of x? B divided by a. Now you have to calculate s2. Plus is what? Plus is plus. It will become c by a, because you are having confusion in signs. This equation is also arranged in cube, square, single and constant term. So what will the sign? Minus plus minus. Okay, from second term we will start and the sign will be assigned as minus, then plus, then minus. Okay, now what will happen? You have to find s1, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma. What will come out to be? Plus minus is what? Minus b by a. What is plus? That is what? Plus c by a. Next, what is s3? Alpha into beta into gamma. That comes out to be what? Plus minus is what? Minus. It will become d by a. Minus d by a. So this is the short form how to calculate the sum of the roots, sum of the product of the root taken 2 at a time and sum of the product of the root taken 3 at a time. Now I am taking one biquadratic equation. What is biquadratic equation? Biquadratic equation is an equation which is having degree what? 4. So it will become ax to the power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e is equals to 0. This is having degree 4, means the highest power of x is 4. So how many roots are possible? There are 4 roots: alpha, beta, gamma and delta. It is having 4 roots, means 4 things will be defined here. What are the 4 things? First thing is what? S1. Second thing is your S2. Third thing is your S3. And the fourth thing is your S4. What is S1? I have told you earlier what is S1. S1 is the sum of the product of the root taken 1 at a time. What is S2? Sum of the product of the root taken 2 at a time. Sum of the product of the root taken 3 at a time. And S4 is what? Sum of the product of the root taken 4 at a time. So what is S1? S1 is alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta. What is S2? S2 is the sum of the product of the root taken 2 at a time. We will start with alpha, then alpha beta, alpha gamma and alpha delta. Then we will start with beta, beta gamma and beta delta. Then we will start with gamma. It will become gamma delta. So what is your sum of the product of the root taken 2 at a time? It will become alpha into beta plus alpha into gamma plus alpha into delta plus beta into gamma plus beta into delta plus gamma into delta. Okay. What is S3? S3 is sum of the product of the root taken 3 at a time. It will become alpha beta gamma plus beta gamma delta plus gamma delta alpha plus delta alpha beta. Next is sum of the product of the root taken 4 at a time. What will it become? It will become alpha beta gamma and delta. What is the sum of the root? I have told you earlier that first of all arrange the equation in decreasing order with degree. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1 and the constant term. Okay, the second term will assign negative sign, then plus, then minus, then plus. It will become what? Plus minus is what? Minus. It will become b by a minus b by a. Plus plus is what? Plus. It will become c by a. Next one is plus minus is what? Minus. It will become d by a minus d by a. And next one is what? Plus plus is what? Plus. It will become e by a. So this is the format how to calculate sum of the product of the roots. S1, sum of the roots, product of the root, sum of the product of the root taken 2 at a time and 3 at a time. This is the process. This is the example of quadratic, this is the example of cubic, and this is the example of biquadratic. Suppose someone asks vice versa thing. Vice versa thing means someone asks sum of the roots is given and product of the root is given, find the quadratic equation. Okay, sometimes it has been asked that S1 is given. In quadratic case, S1 is given. S1 is what? Alpha plus beta. That is given suppose 5. And what is S2? S2 is product of the root. It is given 4. And someone asked the question, find the quadratic equation which is having sum of the roots equal to 5 and product of roots is equal to 4. So what is your answer? You have to find the quadratic equation. The quadratic equation will be equal to what? X square minus sum of the roots. The formula will become x square minus S1. In case of quadratic, what is S1? S1 is alpha plus beta. Okay, sum of the roots. So x square minus S1 into x plus S2 is equals to 0. Because in lower classes, in class 10th, you have studied what? X square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots is equals to 0. But in higher classes, we will study like this: x square minus, what is S1? S1 is sum of the product of the root taken 1 at a time, and S2 is what? Sum of the product of the root taken 2 at a time. So it will become, this is the formula how we will form the quadratic equation. It will become x square minus 5x plus 4 is equal to 0. So this is the quadratic equation if you have given sum of the roots and product of the root. Similarly, if someone asks you are having S1 is equal to 5, S2 is equal to 3 and S2 is now you have to find the cubic equation whose sum of the roots, sum of the product of the roots is 5, sum of the product of the root taken 2 at a time is 3 and sum of the product of the root taken 3 at a time is what? 4. So the formula will become x to the power 3. You have to use alternate positive negative sign. Okay, x to the power 3 minus S1 into x square x cube, then what will come? X square, then S2 x cube x square. Now x will come minus S3, that will be equal to 0. This is the formula to calculate the cubic equation whose S1, S2, S3 are given. Now it will become x to the power 3 minus, what is S1? It is 5 x square plus what is S2? S2 is 3. It will become 3x minus what is S3? 4. That is equal to 0. Okay. Similarly, you can calculate the formula to find the biquadratic equation also if S1, S2, S3 and S4 is given. Okay. Note it down. In quadratic, second thing that you have studied or not studied, I will tell you what is that. That is nature of roots. That is nature of roots. Discriminant. You have studied about discriminant. What is discriminant? Discriminant is equal to what? B square minus 4ac, and it is the major factor to describe the nature of root. Okay. If ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation and a comma b comma c belongs to R. What is the symbol? A comma b comma c. What is a? It is coefficient of x square. What is b? That is coefficient of x. And what is c? C is constant term that belongs to what? R. What is this symbol implies? This symbol implies belongs to, है ना? What is belongs to? मतलब वो उसको belong करेगा. किसको belong करेगा? Real numbers को belong करेगा. What is R? Capital R is your real numbers. You have studied real number on number line minus infinity to plus infinity. All the numbers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, prime numbers, composite number, all come in real number. So if ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation and a comma b comma c belongs to R, then first condition, if d is greater than 0, if d is greater than 0, then roots of the quadratic equation, I am writing in short form, and the roots of the quadratic equation will be real and distinct. Will be real and distinct. आप distinct को एक शब्द से और use कर सकते हैं. That is what? Unequal. Okay. If d is greater than 0, then roots of the quadratic equation will be real and distinct. You can write it like distinct or unequal. What is the second condition? If d is equal to 0, then roots of the quadratic equation will be real and equal. Real and equal. If d is greater than 0, then roots of the quadratic equation will be real and distinct. Real and distinct means you can write it down distinct as unequal. If d is equal to 0, then roots of quadratic equation will be real and equal. Now third condition, that is if d is less than 0, then roots of the quadratic equation are imaginary. What is imaginary? I will tell you later on what is imaginary, but up to now you have to remember the condition. If d is greater than 0, then roots of the quadratic equation will be real and distinct. Distinct is what? Unequal. If d is equal to 0, then roots of the quadratic equation will be real and equal. If d is less than 0, then roots of the quadratic equation are imaginary. Okay, I am taking 3 quadratics. Let us take some example. First of all, I am taking first example. What is first example? Let us see x square plus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. X square plus 3x plus 2 is equals to 0. What is the d of this equation? D is, what is the formula of d? D is b square minus 4ac. So d is equal to b square. What is b? 3. 3 square minus 4a. What is a? Coefficient of x square. That is equal to what? 1. What is c? That is equal to 2. So d is what? 3 square is 9 minus 4 2 is 8. That is equal to 1. D is coming out what? Positive. If D is coming out positive, then roots of the quadratic equation will be what? Real and distinct. Let's see. Factorize this equation. Factorize this equation. Okay. We will factorize this equation. What will happen? X square plus what is 3x? 2x plus x plus 2 is equals to 0. Means x into x plus 2 plus 1 into x plus 2, that is equal to 0. Means the factor will be x plus 1 into x plus 2, that is equal to 0. Means x is equal to minus 1 comma minus 2. Here the value of the x is coming out to be minus 1 and minus 2. Means minus 1 and minus 2 are what? Real numbers. So we have justified this thing. If d is greater than 0, then roots of the quadratic equation will be real and distinct, and they are coming out to be. Okay. Now I will justify case number 2. What is case number 2? Case number 2 is if d is equal to 0, then roots of the quadratic equation will be real and equal. Okay. The roots are real and equal means I am taking example like this. X square plus 4x plus 4 is equals to 0. What is D? D is b square minus 4ac. What is b square? B square is 4 square minus 4. What is the value of a? That is 1 into 4. So d will become what? 16 minus 16. That will be equal to what? 0. Here d is coming out 0. Then definitely roots will be what? Real and equal. Now we will calculate the roots of this. What are the roots of this? The roots will be what? X square plus 2x plus 2x plus 4 is equals to 0 means x into x plus 2 plus 2 into x plus 2 that is equal to 0 means x plus 2 into x plus 2 that is equal to 0 means x is equal to what? Minus 2 comma minus 2. X is coming out to be minus 2 comma minus 2 means x is coming out to be what? Same, minus 2 and minus 2 is also what? Minus 2 is also a real number. Okay, so this is the example of case number 2 and d is equal to 0, then roots of the quadratic equation will be real and equal. Okay, let's justify case number 3. Let's justify case number 3. This case is very important to you. If d is less than 0, then roots of the quadratic equation are imaginary. Let's take an example. Your example is x square plus x plus 1 is equals to 0. Let's calculate the d of this. D is equal to what? B square means 1 square minus 4. A is 1, C is 1. D is what? Minus 3 means it is coming out to be what? Negative. If D is coming out to be negative, then definitely this equation will be having what? Imaginary roots. Okay, what is imaginary roots? I will tell you. Let's calculate. The factorization of this equation is not possible. We will use one formula, that is Sridharacharya formula. What is Sridharacharya formula? Sridharacharya formula is to calculate the roots of the equation, that is x is equal to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. That you have studied in lower classes 10th and 9th. X is equal to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This formula is also termed as quadratic formula, or you can say it like Sridharacharya formula. So we will calculate the roots of this equation. X is equal to minus 1 plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac. This is the value of what? D. This is the value of D, that is coming out to be minus 3 divided by 2 into a is what? 1. So x will be equal to minus 1 plus minus under root of minus 3 divided by 2. Here there is a big problem. What is the problem? I will define you. Here negative is coming out in under root. If negative is coming out in under root means what? Means what? Under root is coming out in negative is coming out in under root. What will happen? Let's see. In real numbers, negative is not possible in under root. Okay, means what? This is which type of root? This is imaginary type of root. A chapter is based on this imaginary roots, that is complex number, that I will let you know later. But remember, if negative comes out inside the under root, then it is not an real number. It is what? Imaginary number. I will take some more example. Let us suppose what? X square plus 3 is equals to 0. X square plus 3 is equals to 0 means what? X square is equals to minus 3 means x is equal to what? X is equal to plus minus under root of minus 3. In real numbers, we have never studied negative sign inside under root. Hence, we can't plot it on number line. We can't plot it on number line. Means if I say plot under root of minus 3 on number line, then it is not possible for you because you have not studied negative sign inside the under root. So these are imaginary roots. We can take a lot of examples. X square plus 1 is equals to 0. X square is equal to what? Minus 1. X square is equal to minus 1. Very critical case. X square is equal to minus means what? The square of some quantity is coming out to be negative. The square of some quantity is coming out to negative means what? It is not possible in case of real numbers. Take some example. If I am taking x is equal to minus 1, then what will happen? Minus 1 square is equal to what? 1. But the answer is what? Minus 1. Minus 2 square is 4. Minus 3 square, 9. Means in real number, in case of real number, if you square something, if you square the number of square, minus 2 square, minus 3 square, minus 4 square, so what will happen? The quantity is coming out to be what? Positive. But in this case, x square is equal to minus 1 means the square of some quantity is coming out to be negative. That is not the case of real numbers. That is the case of what? Imaginary numbers. That is what? X is equal to what will happen? It will become plus minus under root of minus 1 means negative is coming out, negative sign is coming out inside the under root. That is the big problem. Okay, then the roots of the quadratic equation are imaginary. That's what I am talking about. If the negative sign comes out in under root, then it will be what? Imaginary root. Note it down. Means we have seen that there are equations that are existing and they are having the solutions like this. Means under root is minus is coming out inside the root sign. Okay, let us take some more examples. I am letting you know what is complex number. What is complex number? I am letting you know what is complex number. Okay, the complex number is the case of that what? Imaginary part that we have studied in the case number 3, that minus is coming out inside the under root. What is complex number? First of all, I am taking some examples. I have taken this example, x square plus 3 is equals to what? 0. X square plus 3 is equal to 0 means what? X square is equals to minus 3. Here the same case arises that the square of some quantity is equal to what? Negative quantity, and it is not possible in case of real numbers. Means if you find the value of x, it will come out to be what? Plus minus. X is equal to plus minus under root of minus 3. You can't plot under root of minus 3 on number line. Let's take more examples. X square plus 7 is equal to 0. X square is equal to what? Minus 7 means x is equal to what? Plus minus under root of minus 7. This is not the case of real number. These are what? Imaginary. And the system which we are studying, that is imaginary number system. So there are some equations, there are a lot of equations and some equations which are having this type of condition that the value of x is coming out to be what? Under root of minus something, and under root of minus something is not possible in case of real numbers. That's why we are studying complex number, and complex number we will study what? Imaginary numbers. What are imaginary numbers? To eradicate this problem, to remove this problem, let us do this example again. What are the solution of this? X is equal to what? Minus 1 plus under root of minus 3 divided by 2, comma, minus 1 minus under root of minus 3 divided by 2. If I have calculated the root in previous class, x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. What was x? X is equal to minus 1 plus under root of minus 3 by 2, comma, minus 1, comma, minus under root of minus 3 divided by 2. To eradicate this problem or to remove this problem, one symbol is used. That symbol is called what? Iota. That symbol is called iota. That symbol is called iota, and the symbol of that is what? I. The symbol is called I. Iota. What is iota? Iota is under root of minus 1. Iota is equal to under root of minus 1. Now the solutions will be coming out like this. X is equal to plus minus under root of minus 3. So what will it become? It will become under root of 3 into iota. If someone asks me what is the solution of this equation, the solution will be x is equal to plus root 3 iota and x is equal to minus root 3 iota. Here what will happen? X is equal to plus minus root 7 iota. Means if under root, if minus is coming out inside the under root, remove that minus sign and put iota outside. Now the solution of that what? X is what? Root 7 iota and x is equal to minus root 7 iota. Here what is the value of x? X will become minus 1 plus root 3 iota. Remove negative sign and put iota outside the root. Okay, minus 1 plus root 3 iota by 2, comma, minus 1 minus root 3 iota by 2. Okay, these are what? These are imaginary roots that I have told you in quadratic equation. Third case, if d is less than 0, then the roots of the quadratic equation will be what? Imaginary. These are imaginary roots. Minus 1 plus root 3 iota by 2 and minus 1 minus root 3 iota by 2. Okay, there are certain properties of iota that I will let you know. What are its properties? If iota is equal to under root of minus 1, what I have assigned iota, that iota is equal to what? Under root of minus 1. If iota is equal to under root of minus 1, what is iota square? What is iota square? Iota square is equal to minus 1. I am doing squaring on both sides. Iota square is equal to what? Minus 1. What is iota cube? iota cube will be equal to iota square into iota. What is iota square? Iota square is -1, and what is iota? Iota will become iota, it will become minus iota. Iota is equal to under root of -1, iota square is equal to -1, iota cube is equal to iota square into iota, that is equal to -1 into iota, that is minus iota. What is iota to the power 4? Iota to the power 4 is iota square into iota square, that is equal to -1 into -1, that is equal to +1. Means I have find 4 values of iota. Iota is equal to under root -1, iota square is equal to -1, iota cube is equal to minus iota, and iota to the power 4 is 1. What is iota to the power 5? That will become iota to the power 4 into iota. What is iota to the power 4? It is equal to 1 multiplied by iota, that will become iota. Okay, I will calculate some more powers of iota. Let's see what will happen. Next is iota to the power 6. It will become what? Iota to the power 4 into iota square. What is iota to the power 4? Iota to the power 4 is what? 1 into iota square is what? -1. It will come out to be -1. Okay. What is iota to the power 7? That will be equal to iota to the power 4 into iota to the power 3. That will become what? It is equal to 1. What is the value of iota cube? Iota cube is equal to what? Minus iota. That is equal to minus iota. And iota to the power 8. What will happen? It will become iota to the power 4 into iota to the power 4. That is equal to 1 into 1. That will be equal to 1. Here see one thing. Iota is equal to under root -1. Iota square is equal to -1. Iota cube is equal to minus iota. Iota to the power 4, that is equal to 1. Now from iota to the power 5, the value start repeating. Okay. What is the value of iota to the power 5? That is equal to iota. It is repeated again. What is the value of iota to the power 6? That is equal to -1. What is iota to the power 7? That is minus iota. Iota to the power 3, that is equal to minus iota. What is iota to the power 8? That is equal to 1. Now I am asking, what is the power iota to the power 12? That is equal to 1. Because iota to the power 4 is equal to 1, iota to the power 8 is equal to 1, means all the factors of 4 will be having value equal to what? 1. Iota to the power 12 is equal to 1. Iota to the power 16 is equal to 1. Iota to the power 20 is equal to 1. So I can write it like this. Iota to the power 4n, that is equal to 1. This is the very important property of iota. Iota to the power 4n, that is equal to 1. Means I will ask, what is the value of iota to the power 100? You will say it is 1. Iota to the power 400, that is equal to 1. Listen one thing. I have told you that after every 4 power, the value of iota starts repeating. Means iota is equal to under root -1, iota square is equal to -1, iota cube is equal to minus iota, iota to the power 4, that is equal to 1. After the 4th power, the value starts repeating, because iota to the power 4 is equal to 1. What is iota to the power 8? That is also equal to 1. What is iota to the power 12? That is equal to 1. Iota to the power 16, that is equal to 1. Iota to the power 20, that is equal to 1. Means after every 4 power, the value start repeating.